Hey there, everyone. Jacqueline Jax from AVA Live Radio. We are getting ready to start our live broadcast. If you don't know David, he has been on the show before on AVA Live Radio Behind the Music, and he is an award-winning producer and musician that is just so incredibly talented. I'm really excited to have him here on the show and be able to do a live streaming event with him here on YouTube. So he'll be in just a few minutes for us to be able to get this interview in and talk to him about his music and just being a musician in general. You know, as you know, it's, or may not know, it's an incredible lifestyle. And it's also something that is incredibly expressive and very passionate. But these artists that you meet through AVA Live Radio take it very seriously, and they throw their heart and soul into the music, and they also throw their heart and soul into everything that they're doing in music. And that's what we're going to talk about here today. So very excited. I see him in the check already. Let's bring him up. So hi, David. How are you?
I am doing good. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you. Thank you so much. I like your banner. I'm just noticing this.
Yeah, I got a couple different ones that I shoot my live streams and different events on. So yeah, it's kind of cool.
That's awesome. Yeah, it is very cool. I love all the things that you do, especially with the imagery. You had told me before when I was setting you up for the interview, and I said, okay, what are we going to do for images out there? And you're like, oh, I got that covered. No problem. I've got it. I do them. So that is wonderful, because what a handy skill to have being a music artist today.
It is. It's really all encompassing, you know, to have the graphics, the photography, the music, and all the points in between. So sort of self-sustained, even if I try not to overdo it, but no, I try to keep as much of it, you know, going as possible.
Your new release that has just recently come out, we played the song on Behind the Music already. Tell us about that.
Well, basically, I mean, life happens. The album really is a personal testament of, you know, just things that I've been through in the last year or two. Like my dad passed. It's been about a year and a couple months, and that was like a hard loss for me. And just going through difficult and sometimes not difficult situations, just life in general, and being able to decipher, okay, yeah, this happened, but I'm still alive. Because one of the things my dad told me before he passed, he was like, I'm going to leave y'all. That's inevitable, whether it's now or later. But I want you guys to carry on my legacy by living and having a life, you know, that reflect my life, not my death. Because he was like, I gave you all everything I needed to, and now carry it on. And, you know, in life, things will happen, and life does happen. But it doesn't mean that we have to be sad about it. It doesn't mean that we have to dwell on the negative or dwell even on the happy times. We have to keep moving, because if we stay stagnant, we never really grow.
That's so good. Words of wisdom, and very true. So that's why you called it Back to Life?
Yeah, that single was Back to Life. That really was, okay, the morning is done. We've done all that we can do to deal with this circumstance. Now let's get back to life.
Oh, amazing. So what do you think, what's going through your head when you play Back to Life and the music from this new, you know, this new project? What do you feel? Do you have like memories? Are there visions? Are there, you know, is it just a really good space? You know, what is happening when you're playing?
Well, it's amazing with Back to Life. Every time I play this song, whether I'm, you know, physically, you know, on the keyboard playing, or I'm just playing it in my headphones, it makes me want to get up and dance. It has such a positive energy, a positive force behind it, that it's even unexplainable to me. I mean, it really is about, you know, shedding the weight and shedding the heaviness, and really just, you know, living it up a little, enjoying yourself, because you have this moment. You're alive, you're well, you know, good health, relative health, whatever. I mean, you could breathe, you could walk, you could talk, you could do whatever. So
Yeah.
do something to kind of celebrate that life. And for me, that is what that song represents.
There just aren't enough days, are there? I feel like
No.
there's just not enough hours in the day and not enough days. And
Mhm.
but we're lucky to have them. And
Yeah.
it's really, you're so right. It's a blessing. So one thing that you're giving us as your music fans is that you're giving us that huge reminder to appreciate what we do have, and appreciate even the people that have passed and what they gave to us and what they offered to our lives and the experiences that we had with them. And that's a really true, that's a huge gift, a great way to use your music to do it.
Thank you. Thank you. And it's not always, it's not always going to be rosy butterflies and sunshine, rainbows and everything. We'd all enjoy
It's not.
but I think we all would be bored of that after a while, like, okay,
Yeah.
what's next? So I
Mhm.
think the fact that life happens and you have your ups, your downs, your ebbs, your flows, your mountains, your valley, your peaks, all of those things really help us to be balanced. And those that can master the art of being okay regardless of what it is that's going on, I
Mhm.
think have attained the true purpose of life.
Oh, isn't that the truth? I know. Do you study Buddhism at all?
No, I don't, but there's a lot of good
Good
fundamental
lessons,
values in there.
right? I know. He has the best quotes.
Oh, definitely.
You just got to go through the Buddha quotes and you're like, wow.
I mean, and a lot of it is really simplistic thinking, not overcomplicating it with,
Mhm.
all those deep philosophical words and phrases that make you feel so deep that you can't even touch the bottom.
That's true. That is so true. Do you find that music is like your meditation, or do you actually have another way that you kind of like decompress?
For the most part, I think music is the way I decompress, whether it's my music or somebody else's music. I wrote a
Yeah.
song a few albums back, probably 2 albums back, and it was called Axiomism. And basically, really was a love song to music, saying how music is always there for you, whether you have words or not, whether you could explain yourself or not. Getting on an instrument or putting a piece of music on and just letting it really touch you. Where at times
Yeah.
most people can't reach you. Music has a way
Yeah.
of pulling you out of that if you allow it.
Oh my gosh, does it ever? Music saves my life. I swear it saves my life on a daily basis. It really
Hmm.
does. It's as a huge music fan and as a musician, I have just been
Hmm.
blessed by having music in my life. But it's been I thank my stars every day to be involved with people like you and be surrounded by, creative energy, that you're just doing so many good things. You really are. And you should be
Well,
so
like
proud of
yourself,
yourself.
like yourself. I mean, we try to make our world a little better by really embracing the arts that we've been given and the gifts that we have.
Yeah.
And you've taken it even a step further by teaching other people how to get that gift in front of other people through marketing. So to me,
Trying.
that that really
I'm
is.
hammering it in. I know sometimes I'm a big pain, but I've gotta
Nah.
stay on it. So speaking of, how have you enjoyed live streaming? Because you've been doing some live streaming since I, got my strategies into you. Do you
Oh,
like the
definitely.
Facebook live streaming? Is it comfortable? Is it, what's your experience so far?
It's very comfortable. I mean, the first one, first official one, I was like beating
It's
myself
tough.
up. I'm like,
I
oh, I
know.
suck. I mean, I took it hard. You remember the email
You're
I
like,
sent you?
whoa, what am I doing here?
I know. And then I got all the responses back, and every single one was positive. I'm like, wait a minute, how did that happen? But it
So true.
really,
It's funny.
it's
That's it.
really, I mean, it really was just jump in, you know, don't overthink it and just do it.
Yes. Just be
And
there. Just be
yeah,
present.
and it became
Absolutely.
a lot easier.
It does, surprisingly. And it teaches you something too. I feel like as many times as you go on stage and perform, this teaches you a whole nother side. I mean,
oh yeah, and I mean, and same goes for streaming services like Spotify and you
mhm.
know Apple Music, which I mean I utilize all of them, and you
Yeah,
know I mean with the new project, there's something unique happened with this one. For an independent jazz artist, right? Getting plays on Spotify or even iTunes. I
right.
mean, that's like, a miracle when it happens. Well, on this
Yeah.
project, in less than a month, uh, some of the songs are already at 60,000 listens.
Ooh,
Just
that's awesome.
better than any of the other albums I've ever done. I'm like,
Fabulous.
that is
That is
awesome.
such great news. I love to hear that. So, is there any chance that, I mean, you have Back to Life out there. I see it streaming and
Mhm.
then I see it for sale. Is there any chance that any of the new things that are coming are not going to be streaming and they will only be for sale? Is it something that you're going to play with at all?
Well, I considered that, and then I decided just to let it all go because I
So you
spoke to
get
the
to a point.
distribution company. I gave them clear direction, and they totally did what they wanted to. So I'm like, just let it go.
You gave them clear direction. What was the direction you preferred? What did you
All right.
really want them to do?
So I wanted them to release most of the album with a couple of the songs exclusive to the hard copy disc, right?
Oh, good. Okay.
They agreed to it.
Yeah.
The album got released, and the song that they restricted was not one on the list. And
Oh.
one service has every single song, another one has that one song restriction. I'm like, you guys can't even get it together. You guys are
Oh my
messing this
gosh.
up.
Yeah, that's
So
not cool.
yeah, so essentially what I'm just gonna do is, the I have the hard copy disc exclusively on my site, but it will also be at the concerts and live events. So I'm
Yeah.
just gonna work with that, and since it's all out there already, I'm just gonna go full blast. I'm gonna go after Sirius XM and Pandora, and just
Yeah.
let it go. Let it do its thing and see what happened. Because last year we did get first round Grammy nominations. So now we're going for the actual full on round two nomination. Be at the Grammys for this album. So
Excellent.
I'm
I'm
like, just
so
let it go
excited.
everywhere and just let it, gain
Yeah.
momentum so we see what happens.
But I'm excited because I know that this is just a happy time for you and a great direction. And I know that you're feeling really confident and good with the music. And I love it. It's just beautiful, and you're such a good soul. I think that people, as they get to know you, are just going to be so pleased all around with, just the entire musical package that you present. So I'm very, very proud to have you here with AVA Live Radio and working with us for sure.
Thank you. Well, I'm very, very, very happy to be working with AVA and with you. One of the things we did right before the album came out, you told me it was to make the imagery consistent.
Yeah.
I'm like,
You
bam,
have done
let's
that.
let's do it. And it's
Yeah, I
really,
know.
I mean, and it's really paid off. There's a lot of coherency, consistency, and that really was a really genius call on your part to
Thank
do so.
you. Thank you.
And the other thing that actually really, really helps solidify what you're saying is the fact that you're an artist yourself. So it's not
Yeah.
like, some,
It's in my
smart
heart.
aleck, trying to give, advice about something they're not, necessarily doing themselves.
Yeah,
You're an artist
no,
yourself, so that
thank
actually
you.
gives credence to what you're saying to try and to do. It shows in everything that you do. I mean, in the way that you get people to connect, in the way that you shout out people, the way that you share on social media. I mean, let's be honest, you could hug all the glory for yourself. You could be like, nah, all mine. But you
No.
share. I mean,
No,
and
you guys
that,
are my loves. You're my absolute loves. I cherish everything that you guys do. And when you put out new music, I'm so excited, just terribly excited to hear it and happy for you, genuinely happy because I know what it feels like. And I know that makes your world such a good place to live in,
It
We only
does.
have so many days, right?
Yeah, and we have so many other things that divide us. Why not just have music? Because it's
Yeah,
universal. I mean, it
it
is
is.
healing, it's joy, it's
Yeah.
love, it's all those good things. So why not music?
I never look at music, to tell you the truth, like a sneaker. Like
Hmm.
sneakers are like, okay, well, they're in competition with each other, right? I never
Exactly.
look at music like that. I've never even seen art like that, because I feel like it's something so unique, with twists and turns and vibrations from the individual that puts it out. And that's why musicians have to focus on personal branding, because
Right.
you are exactly your product. So tell me, what's your favorite social media page? Like, you're on Facebook, you're on Twitter, you're on Instagram. I see you on all of them. LinkedIn, Pinterest, there's Tumblr, SoundCloud. What's your favorite one?
It's a toss up between Facebook and Instagram. Now, ironically, they're owned by the same people, but
Yeah.
but
I know.
I think Facebook more so now because of live streaming and interaction and really building the fan base there. For me, that's really great. But Instagram really with instant snapshots and and even with the new module added to it.
Stories? The new
Yes,
stories?
stories.
Yes.
Oh
I
yeah,
know. Hilarious, right?
yeah, it is. I'm doing like little goofy things on there. Like last night, I posted something about the fact that I actually am a drummer too. So
I missed it. I have to go on there and look. It's been 24 hours yet. Wait, I'm gonna go see. Go check it
probably
out.
pretty close to it. But yeah, I do.
Grab my
I
phone and
do
start looking.
drum. I do drum. I do play keys. I mean, I mess around with bass a little. I sing, when I feel like it. I
Yeah.
don't sing as much anymore. But what I've been doing though on my live streams, I've been, closing it out with a song, and I will sing like just something random. I'll, pick out, I'll sing, and
It
yeah,
encourages some goofiness for sure, doesn't it?
yeah, it really does. I
It
mean,
does. I don't know why. Maybe it's because it's just like a little secret little
mhm,
zone inside of Instagram, but it does encourage
yeah.
goofiness. I have to say, I kind of get the Snapchat thing now, but
Hmm.
it's like Snapchat who once Instagram started doing that. Do you think
I
that
know, right?
yeah, no, you're the best of both worlds in one. I loved having you here. Thank you so much for being with me. And I really, really enjoy being able to publish this replay out very, very shortly, David. Thanks for being
It's
here.
Man, it is really, really, really great speaking with you. It's not rehearsed, it's spontaneous. We talk, and
Yeah,
for me, that's the best situation to be in because when you have rehearsed questions, you're like, well, it's kind of not
I
natural.
hate
But
that. I know.
the way we have had our two, interviews, it's been really, really down to earth and just talking about things that really matter to us and other people as well. Because I think what you do is really encouraging and uplifting to the masses out there of musicians. And I say, continue doing what you're doing. You got a fan in me as well as the partner,
Aw,
and we'll
thank
just
you.
continue grow this thing however we can and spread the word.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I look forward to it every single day. Are you kidding? I love it. Thanks for working with me, and I'm just excited. I can't wait. Get
Hey,
to work. Go get to
and
work.
I'm going to send you that idea that I have for what we spoke about on Facebook.
Oh, yeah. Exciting.
Hmm.
Please
Yeah.
send.
So
All right.
I'm gonna shoot that over to you a little later. It's one of it's completed, so I'll send that so you can hear it and see if that's the direction you want to go in.
Yeah, totally. David McLorren, everyone, on AVA Live Radio, live streaming. I'm so excited you guys joined us here. Thank you so much. Please don't forget to share this out with your followers and leave him a comment below, because he really wants to hear from you. He's over there at all of the social medias under David McLorren. That's McLorren, as well as his really killer website, which I believe he built himself. The images are all done. This is such a fully creative artist, and I am looking forward to seeing him at the Grammys very, very soon. See you later, David.
Take care, Jacqueline.